Hi, my name is Brooke Lipman,
And I'm Dr. Deb Lippman,
and this is Wine Together.
a podcast where we drink a little wine and have a chat.
So sit back, relax, and get that corkscrew ready. Last week, my friend Jackie and I had a conversation about life after college. This week, Deb is back for a chat about hiking.
So, first, Brooke, I've got my camping
Mm,
wine mug and thought that would be quite appropriate if we're going to talk about hiking, one of my favorite activities to do. And I miss it so much because there's, of course, there's lots of places to go here, but I don't feel safe and there are a lot of mosquitoes.
yeah.
But I understand you went hiking yesterday. But before we talk about this, I have got to tell you, you look like Joe Namath. Do you know who that is?
I've heard the name before. I don't think I actually know. So.
In the I don't know, 70s maybe? He was a quarterback for the New York Jets.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he would in the winter months wear this fur coat that was, all the way to the ground.
No,
Big
I
fur, and it looked just like that.
was.
And so when I first saw you, I thought Joe Namath blanket around her. So I just thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, he played football for the New York Jets and maybe other people, but that's the only team I knew about because that was when I was young. And he always wore that fur coat,
Mhm.
in the winter. It was kind of funny. It looked like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, hiking. Tell me about your hike yesterday.
It was really fun. I didn't think it was all that hard.
Oh, good. So, and you went over 10 kilometers. You had
Mm,
a bit of a climb, right?
not really.
Oh, that's right. You stayed along the river. But there was at least one little bump. I'm trying to remember that hike. I've been on that hike before. Did
Mm,
you come out? Which side of the train station did you end up at?
The opposite of the side that Londi is on.
Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, that is kind of flat. That is,
Yeah.
but it's such a neat thing to see that side of the train station, right?
Yeah, it was super weird because I was like, wait, where? Where's Londi? I can't
I know.
see this from here.
And honestly, like on the train, like looking, like if we're headed to Burn
Huh.
and looking left out of the train from Lone, I used to always wonder what's over there. But now, that we've hiked that direction. So,
Yeah.
and now you've hiked that direction. So it's a neat little thing to kind of know all that stuff. I think the first time your dad and I hiked alone, it
Mhm.
started snowing on us.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then we had to eat lunch, but fortunately we had soup. And
Yeah.
it was so we warmed up with lunch, but yeah, it was cold that day.
Mhm.
What was the temperature like for you yesterday?
I mean, it wasn't like I was cold. It wasn't like freezing. I think it was like 10 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
What is that in Fahrenheit?
Yeah. That's probably about 45 maybe, something like that.
It's
It's
pretty-
cold. Yeah.
It was pretty cold. Like we had long sleeves, but it wasn't like freezing.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
That's the thing. But dude, I want to know what boots you wore. I always want to know about the boots. I
I
love my
wore
boots.
my hiking shoes that I got this summer because I don't like the boots because they're too heavy and they go up too high on my ankles. The one I got
I
from
don't
Ollie's, the Sherpa ones.
oh I don't remember what they look like
Oh,
though. But
okay.
you like the Sherpa though. You like the Sherpa boot or shoe.
Yeah.
It was comfortable. Okay. All right. That's good to know. Because I think they look kind of funny when you're looking down at them.
Mhm.
Do you think but
No.
anyway, but of course I have a wider foot, so I have to do the wider boots. And so I love my Merrells.
Yeah.
Um, and I really like those Keens, but I can't find them anymore. So I'm not gonna stick with Merrell probably.
Yeah.
I did get some this summer, a shorter one, but I didn't bring my mid-level hiking boot.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, yeah, it's okay though. It's okay. Who knows? I might be back
Yeah.
before you know it.
Mhm.
We keep hiking. I'm glad you're hiking because I would love to go hiking. I know that one hike that we did together, we were exhausted,
Mm.
but we had ice cream in the van. And we did go shopping at Chick-fil-A.
Went to Grand.
The Grandkin one, yeah. That was a long hike. I
Yeah,
mean, and we did some climbing
yeah.
and we had to fight bugs in the forest, the mosquitoes and stuff. So I think that we had a lot of things kind of working against us because it got a little hot but we had plenty of water. I thought, we packed well.
Mhm.
So what y'all pack yesterday?
Not very much. I packed a pair of sweatpants because I was afraid I was gonna get
I
cold.
meant food and water.
Oh, we didn't bring, we brought, water. Well, I need a new water bottle. I had to use yours because mine had a rip in it somehow.
Oh no, which one did you use? How big
The
was it?
one that's like 2 liters.
Okay. I don't know. You carried two. Oh, you used the pack.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you used the bladder. Okay, good, good, good.
I was talking
All
about
right.
my water bladder is
I'm
broke.
sorry. I was thinking about a bottle, like carried a
Oh
bottle.
no, I did bring a water bottle. I just
Okay,
brought,
so good. So your little 1.5, is it 1 or 1.5 liter? It has a rip. Okay, it happens. These things happen. It's
yeah.
okay. Use that one that's there. Absolutely.
We're gonna get some more. I think Dad wants to replace all of them, and then I was like, oh, we'll get
Okay.
one so that when Jackie's here, I can make her go on a hike.
Okay, good. Absolutely.
She
Did
said
you use
she's
the
up for it.
poles?
Huh?
What's it?
She
What
said
did you say?
she said she's up for it.
Oh, that's great. Okay, did you use the poles?
No.
Really? Oh, well, I think when you start climbing, you
Yeah.
need to get used
Oh,
to that
yeah, I know.
because it really does. It you can go further. You can go further if you've got that, extra. It's almost like having four legs.
Yeah. I mean,
So you just say, but yeah, I think that it's important. Okay, so you have plenty of water, and you didn't take any food, but y'all had lunch. Y'all already had plans for lunch.
yeah, because we were
Okay.
gonna go on a super long hike anyway.
I think that's such a great hike. I mean, I like that one, and because you're staying along the river, and you see all the animals that live in the river. And that's good. I'm glad you have fun. So where do you think you want to go next?
I don't know.
Think you want to get some climbs?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think try the Blankenberg because that's close to 100 meters in ascent.
Yeah.
At least try it like on two sides.
Mhm.
Like go up, then down one of the sides and back up and then back down home. And you'll see what it's like to get, about
Yeah,
150 meters in ascent.
we've done that before.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I'm saying you do it, now and,
Mhm.
kind of get yourself, climbing ready.
Yeah.
Cause yeah,
I
cause I'm gonna
might.
take you climbing.
I'm good. Well, I'm gonna start getting into running soon.
Okay. I tell you what, I miss my heels. I miss the heels. I miss not getting to go up the hill.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm just, I've
Mhm.
just become this lazy. I don't know that I could do Blankenberg right now. But I mean, I think I could. I don't, I was trying to think, in Hendersonville, when I was in Hendersonville, and we had to walk up to hill to Ren's apartment.
Yeah.
It went really fast and, Ren kept up with me, but Lydia didn't. And
Oh,
I looked back and I was like, she's so skinny, but she doesn't climb. So, and I realized, oh, it is it's a
yeah.
different kind of, it works on your heart differently.
Yeah.
So I was really surprised, she's real thin and only 16. I thought, but we all have these different strengths. And so I was surprised.
Yeah. We gotta get Lydia on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'll see what I can do about getting a weekend down there to see if Crystal and Lydia do one. And
Mhm.
yeah, that would be kind of fun. I think I'll be in Lexington that weekend of October 11th and 12th.
Okay. I think
Because
that's because
my high school 40th reunion is our class is being recognized at the homecoming game.
yeah.
So American football. So yeah. And I did ride by Pembroke yesterday where I could,
Huh.
paid attention. And the soccer field's kind of still in the same place.
Nice.
I guess they still play on that field. But anyway, because, they still had all the, the signage up and stuff like that. So, but I haven't been on campus to see, if
Mhm,
there's a new field or anything like that. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to walk around, kind
mhm.
of see, and I kind of want to see when they have a soccer game. I
Yeah.
also want to go to one of Campbell's soccer games. So
Mhm.
you know, but yeah, fun stuff. So I mean, kind of piggybacking on, I want to get to hiking more, but piggybacking on your conversation with Jackie, did y'all talk about, possible, go ever visiting campus again?
Jackie's going back to see one of the musicals in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Um, we did talk about it, and I said I don't think I could ever step foot on campus again. Like,
Okay.
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah. I mean, I used to think that about Pembroke because it's such a
Yeah.
bad experience for me, but I've been driving by and
Hmm.
I'm starting to feel more confident
Hmm.
that I could because it has changed and I've changed. And so maybe you'll get there one day.
In 30
Mm,
years.
who knows? Who knows? Yeah, well, it's been 40 for me, so it
Well,
took that long.
to be fair,
It really took me that long.
Dean College might not have a theater program in 30 years.
Well, that's true. You never know.
A lot
So,
has
yeah.
changed.
So what's one hike you want to do that you haven't done yet around there?
I don't know. I don't know all of the hikes around here.
Well, I mean, just think. I mean, my first thought is, do you ever want to challenge yourself for Weissenstain?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd
Okay,
be.
good, good. I think
I
you'll
want
need the
to learn.
clothes.
I want to learn how to like trail run. I don't
Oh, well,
to the
okay. Well, you'll definitely need, um, I don't know if your hiking shoes are too heavy for that,
probably,
but
but
you would definitely need trail running shoes
yeah,
and you've got to learn to look down. I mean, you have to learn a way, you've got to learn to manage your timing of down, up, as far as your visual
I'm
acuity, because the
pretty.
roots and stuff are kind of tough for trail running.
Yeah, but I'm usually pretty good about that. I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yeah. Well,
um,
because I'm talking about, I tend to, because I hike and don't run on the trails, I tend to focus, most of my visual is forward and, maybe out, to get kind of views. But
yeah,
I really don't pay attention to my foot at the ground
yeah,
level. And you have to when you're running. So, but you have to also look forward. And so, you know, and unfortunately with, it's mixed use trails there. So you got to listen out for, bikes and everything else. So, but
it's hard to listen for bikes when they don't let you know that they're there.
it really is. It really is frustrating, isn't it?
Like, you know that the people who are like hiking are probably listening to music because that's a very
Yeah.
common thing to do.
Well, I don't. Did you listen to music yesterday? I
Yeah,
don't. I try to not because,
I can't
but of
focus.
course I'm just there for the nature.
I can't focus if I'm not listening to music. Like when I'm walking, I get really distracted if I'm not like have something going. Cause like only had like one earbud in, so like I could still.
Okay. Well, there you go. But yeah, I agree. They need to, you know, I mean, most bikes there in Europe are equipped. And when you buy them, they have a bell on them.
Yeah,
They come equipped with a bell.
yeah,
And the purpose of that is because they know that you're going to be taking it on, mixed use places and you need to make
I mean, you
people
can't
aware
get
that you
mad.
were there.
You don't ring your bell. You cannot get mad at the people in front of you who did not
Mm-mm.
hear you
Yeah,
come up.
I know. I remember that one time that old man,
Bikes
I
are,
don't, I don't. I was like, you didn't ring a bell.
yeah,
Don't
like,
act on me.
yeah, like I can't, like, bikes are not motorcycles. You can't hear them coming up behind
Right,
you.
right, right.
Like the e-bikes, maybe, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, I know one time Dad and I were hiking in forest, and I don't remember where it was at. I know that we had to take transportation to get there,
yeah.
and turns out there were motorcycles, like motorbikes,
Mhm.
um, on the trail.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so I was hearing them from a distance, but I did not hear them when they were right behind me.
Oh my god.
And your
Yeah,
dad's like pulling me out. Dad pulled me into like the forest because they were. And then the guy on one of them said thanks or said danke, and I thought, okay, but I didn't even hear them. I heard them when they were far away, which is
yeah,
weird because I kept looking for them. I was like,
yeah.
"Where's the motorcycle? Where's?" And yet
Mhm.
didn't. And then another time, not motorcycles, but a mountain bike.
Yeah.
The guy was coming toward us,
Oh my goodness.
and it was a very narrow strip. And it wasn't like marked for bikes,
Yeah.
But of course, all the trails there are kind of considered mixed use. So you
Yeah.
don't really, I mean, there's no trail that says no bikes.
Hmm.
So he kind of startled us, but then he was kind of apologetic for
Yeah.
coming around that curve too fast, and
Yeah.
so, but you know, so I guess I've never really had a problem hiking with the fact that we're mixed use trails. But you and I, I remember the time when we went to Vangin on the R.
Hmm.
I got lost, and you had to take the map
Hmm.
and get us back to the main trail. But that was a fun hike.
Yeah.
I mean, because I mean, other than getting lost in the forest, but that is a nice hike
Yeah.
because it's also along the river and it's a good, almost 13 kilometers.
Well,
And then, of course, there was a festival that day.
yeah.
We didn't even know.
Dad wanted to do that one, but I thought it would be too cold because it's right on the river.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
was like,
y'all were on the Emma for a little bit,
a
right?
little bit, but not like right next to it. Because, with the
Yeah,
trail
yeah,
to the Von,
exactly.
you're like,
Yeah, you were up a little higher. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you weren't right down. Yeah, that's I I like I like all those hikes. I like all of them. They're, a lot of fun. But, you know. So tell me about the restaurant though.
It was really cute. I think you would
What
like.
what did you eat? I mean, obviously they had burgers, but you didn't eat that.
I had a pulled pork burger.
Stop. Was
Yeah.
it good?
It was really good. They put bacon on it.
Stop. Yeah, a lot of pork.
Yeah, it was really.
What else did they put on it? Bacon, the barbecue, and what else?
There was, I think it was mayonnaise on it. It was really good. There was barbecue sauce on it. There were pickles. And I don't remember. I took a picture of it, but I honestly was so hungry. I was not paying attention to what.
And you know what? I do get hungry when I hike. If it's a good hike, I'm hungry. And it's so funny because your dad never takes me out to eat after a hike. We might stop and get a beer, but
Lettuce.
never go out to eat.
There was lettuce and some veggies on it also. So
That's good. You got your veggies in. I love it when you can get your veggies in, like, for the whole day, like on a sandwich or a salad. You get your whole 3 servings of veggies in one thing. That's always good.
I was so full after though. I
That's okay. What else I mean, did you get hummus?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we
So,
had
and Dad had like a double burger, he said.
yeah, he was like next time that we go, he wasn't gonna get the double patty because it was
Yeah.
like he said it was like
That's
non.
a lot. Dad never eats doubles. I'm surprised. I was just shocked when he said double. I was like, you never order a double. But that's okay. But he thought it was like the smash patties, thought it was gonna be the thin stuff. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Eh, I'm glad y'all have fun. Do you think you're planning another one?
Yeah, I think he wants to start going hiking like every Saturday
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I hope you didn't stay in that habit when I get there because I don't like Saturday hikes.
on Sunday.
I like Sunday hikes. So,
It's busy on Sunday, so
yeah.
um, but yeah, like I Saturday because I like to do my
But I
laundry.
would do both days.
Yeah, you can do both. But yeah, I especially I mean we'd have to leave like early because I like to watch as much football as I can.
Yeah.
And now I'm up to like watching two teams. And so the next couple of weeks are going to be crazy with a lot of games coming up because Champions League, like both the teams I watch are in the Champions League. Plus I got
Okay.
watching some young boys.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
I'll get to go to a game.
I know that's what I was saying. We were like looking into it. So maybe.
I hear it's really loud.
I mean,
You'll have to tell me about it if y'all do. I hope y'all do so you can tell me.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you could take some video while you're there.
Well, I want to go
That would be
to
kind of fun.
Spain and see a Real Madrid game.
Oh yeah. Who wouldn't?
They
Of
were
course.
yesterday. They played right on the border of Spain and France.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's
not
still all the way on the other side of France.
yeah, but I mean it's not think about where Solothurn is, it's not that far from here.
Okay.
It's probably a couple
I thought
hours.
you said Spain and France.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Bottom part of France, I don't think is
Oh,
huge.
you don't think it? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I thought maybe. But it's okay. I don't know. I hadn't looked at a map in a while to kind of see what that looks like.
It's
But
probably,
so you said you're gonna try to get Jackie to hike with you when
yeah, like,
Jackie comes to visit?
yeah, probably like the one that Dad and I did yesterday.
That's a great one. And
Yeah.
so did you download the app, the Swiss Mobility app so that you have the maps?
Sure. Have it, or at least something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I have no
Yeah,
clue.
because I want you to, kind of be prepared for that if you're going without us.
Yeah. Well, I also have the Strava app, and I think it has
Oh,
like,
okay. I
like
don't have Strava.
that's okay. You should.
Okay. But I did follow, I mean, I did look at it. That's how I knew kind of which I went, but I just could not figure out because I didn't look at it real close. I couldn't figure out which side y'all came out on, which, when I was following the river, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
because you could go either way. You could have gone up the hill from the river, like in Beaverish, you could have crossed over.
Hmm.
And that's something Dad and I have done before. We've done Long Little Coffin in several different directions. There's also leaving from Lone Little Coffin. Take the train to Lone Little Coffin and you leave from there and go to different places, but you immediately hit hills. Like, I mean, as soon as you leave the train station, you're hitting hills.
I wonder
Uh,
how.
that's the same thing with Lucerne. You immediately hit hills.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering how long the hike to Bern would be from there.
From Lone Little Coffin,
A couple hours, right?
oh, it'd be more than a couple hours. It'd probably be like 6.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Lone Little Coffin, because we went from Jägenstorf to Bern. Now, we took a couple of detours on
Okay.
that Jägenstorf to Bern because we went up to the tree. I wanted
Yeah.
to go to the tree. So that was probably, 45 minutes extra.
Hmm.
Um so but yeah, we've done Jägenstorf and I was wiped out. I mean, look, as soon as I got to Bern, I sat down at the Capitol building looking out over the Alps and
Yeah.
drank my whole flask. I hadn't even opened it yet.
We
And I
didn't,
drank the whole flask before I even went over to Chris's house.
we didn't bring flasks with us.
Oh well, you'll have to remember that next
Yeah.
time.
Well, I mean, we did get to like we got big beers at the
Yeah,
restaurants.
I saw the mug. That's kind of like the mug that we had when we went to Lauterbrunnen. But you
Yeah.
still haven't gone to the waterfall, have you?
No.
Okay, yeah, you've got to get to Lauterbrunnen. It's a good time to go because it's not so many people. I think this past weekend was when the cows came down in Lauterbrunnen.
Mm.
So I was there a year ago,
Mhm.
and yeah, that was kind of cool. But yeah, there's lots of places that the cows are coming home this month. So yeah, maybe y'all get to go. I don't know if you'll get to go see. I don't know if you want to.
Maybe.
But I like to go see the cows.
Mhm. We saw a
Uh,
couple cows on the.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I saw that you saw some sheep, baby, like little ones.
Yeah, some lambs. Um,
Where was that at?
it was just past Bieberist, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was in Bieber's. Like as we were passing, like after we passed the Gemenda, and like we
Hmm,
went
hmm.
that
Oh
corner.
yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all went down. So did you see there's like a vending machine at one of the farms over there in Beaverus when y'all went down through there? Yeah,
Yeah,
and I don't know if there's a little bridge you cross over, and there's usually like flowers hanging on the bridge,
we didn't
like
go
in
on.
flower pots. So
We didn't,
it's so pretty. And it's so cute. That's a good hike. I'm glad y'all did that one. That's a good one. Yeah, because it's not too strenuous but it kind of gets you out there in nature and you're near the water. Did you see any other animals other than the lambs and the cows?
I think we probably saw a cat.
Oh, okay. But no like blue herons or anything like that.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. We did one time when we did that exact same hike. We were coming into the field right before the train station and we saw a few and they were kind of being territorial, like one would try to come near the other one's space and but they still stayed in the field. It was so funny. Neither one of them gave up their spot. I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, I've never seen that kind of dynamic between that particular
Mhm.
animal. But yeah, lots of cats. I got a cat here that wants to come in all the time. And he just sits out there and waits on me to come out.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, good. So Well, we'll have to figure out some hikes. I don't know if you're willing to bundle up and do one in December. Well, we
Maybe.
do our Christmas Day hike.
But I'm
We could
getting
do,
some hiking pants soon, I think.
okay, good, good, good,
Saw
good.
some at Bondi that were kind of nice. They were
Oh,
like,
good.
I'll probably have to get men's pants just because
Yeah.
they last longer than women's pants.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, that's true. But yeah, yeah. Lundy's a good place to look for them. I mean, I don't like the shoes, but you know, I like everything else from Lundy, the candles and all that stuff. And soon they'll be getting their Christmas stuff out.
Yeah.
So you know, Lundy's the place to go. So I can't believe you're so cold in that room. It's so funny.
It's really cold in here.
Yeah,
It's just like in the corner, you know.
yeah. Well, and you don't using it. You're not using it so much now. So keeping it closed off and you know, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, Weichenstein then.
Uh-huh.
I wanna hike that with you one day.
I
I've
would,
hiked it with Em and you know, of course I've done it with Dad
yeah.
and with a couple other people and so yeah. It's a
Not
tough one. That one's really, really hard.
not in
Or at
winter.
least the way I go is really, really hard. Dad was saying that the way they went for his group, when they did that lunch and they hiked up Weichenstein, he said it wasn't, you know, it wasn't so bad.
Mhm.
So that, but they went a different way, and I was like, I want to try that way then, you
Mhm.
know, because I know that, you know, but once you get to that point where the toughest part is like the last, I don't know, I'd say it's a 300 meters, but it's straight up, and
Mhm.
it takes you to the point where the uh, gondola's what we call halfway, even though it's more than halfway.
Yeah.
But you know where the gondola has that extra place?
Yeah.
Um, so when you get to there, you really can just say, I'm always saying there's still some steep climbing, but nothing like what you just did.
Yeah.
It's like the worst of the climb is over.
Mhm.
And then you go and you just enjoy that walk
Mhm.
up that hill
Mhm.
and you're there. And
Yeah.
so it's, I mean,
Mhm.
once you get to that spot, you know you can make it.
Yeah.
Unless it's very muddy and then you cannot make it. Because that's where Dad and I turned around. Like the
Yeah.
first time we tried it, I
Mhm.
lost a boot. Like had to dig my hand in the mud to get my boot out. It
Oh,
came all the way out. And then the second time we tried it, we got to that spot and it was so muddy that we really thought we were going to fall off the mountain.
oh my
It was
gosh.
that bad. Yeah. And so I don't know if it's my internet or what, but your recording, like on your side, keeps stopping.
Okay, so it was doing that to you
Yeah.
at the same moment. So I think it might be your Wi-Fi. My
Yeah,
foot.
probably so. It's, you know, I probably could put it on my phone, but it's okay. But yeah, so I think you could do Weichenstein. I mean, if you can do the because you know it's less than 10 kilometers. It's just that it's all uphill. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no not uphill.
Mhm.
But Amelia did it. So, you know, and I think that she felt a sense of, you know, great accomplishment. And
Yeah.
and look, if I can do it,
Mhm.
anybody can do it. I really do believe that. So, because I'm not that strong. So, but you know, there's a lot of good hikes around there. I would love for you to do, yeah, hiking into Bern is super fun because there's so many places to go drink after.
Yeah.
And when you get to Bern, it's like you come back to life.
Mhm.
There's so much going on.
Mhm.
Um, I think leaving from Lucerne, as tough as it is, because you immediately hit hills in Lucerne, but there's still some beautiful, beautiful hikes for Lucerne. And I
Yeah.
don't know, I can't remember the distance, but I think if we put all our trails together that Dad and I have done on the Via Jacobi, I think we've hiked from the other side of Lake Lucerne to Bern or past, maybe even to Basel.
Mhm.
I don't know. But there's an easy one that you could do. Um, it's only 7 kilometers into Olton.
Ooh.
Yeah. But again, you hit hill immediately, but
Yeah.
it's just that one hill. And
Mhm.
then once you get to the top of it, you're downhill into Olton the whole way.
Yeah. Well,
And no, what's that?
I definitely have to take Jackie to Olton. It's like
Oh,
required.
required, absolutely required,
Re-
absolutely. Yeah, and that that's a good hike, actually. Because it's not so long. But you know what? You'll be so tired from that hill that you'll
Mhm.
be tired all the way down the hill. I
Yeah,
was, you know, it is a tough hill, but it's still not Weissenstein tough, but it's a tough hill.
yeah.
And the 2, 3, 4 times I've had to do it, because we've started from even behind there and gotten to that point and going into Alton. Um, it's always been muddy, either snow or rain, but so it's kind of tough because of that. But
Mhm.
you know, but that's a good one. I mean, because it's just like this little tiny train station you can get off of and walk back into Alton. I love that one. Uh, here's another one. I don't know. You need to go to Zollikofen.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of, I mean, that's kind of, I can't remember where we hiked to from Zollikofen, but that's a nice city. It's
Hmm.
nice, nice, nice.
They
Yeah.
have really big autos there, right?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking of, okay? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong place then. Another place that starts with a Z on the other side of Olton, like going toward Lucerne.
Oh yeah, that's a different place.
Okay.
Zollakofen's on the way to Bern.
Okay, this one's on the way to Lucerne from Bern.
Um, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. The
Yeah.
name.
Starting from there, that's a nice little Altstadt. It's nice. Okay, well, I think there's a lot. I mean, there's a million more hikes you could do there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
so I hope that we get to do
I
lots of
want
them.
to hike the entirety of Liechtenstein because you can do that in a day. I think in like 17.
Really? Well, we've hiked into Liechtenstein.
Yeah. But I mean, the hike across Liechtenstein is like 17 hours, I think, from top to bottom.
Okay, well, that's I can't hike for 17 hours
Well, yeah,
without
I don't
breaks.
camp,
So
but
a weekend, well, I don't even think I could do it in a weekend. I'd need, I'd need a week at least 5 hours at a time.
that's
I
it.
can't, I mean, I know I've hiked for
Yeah.
6, 7 hours, but
Yeah.
I'm wiped out.
Yeah.
Um, so I think
Like three
I think
days.
I'd need, uh,
6 hours. That's like,
I'd be okay with a week. I'd be okay with taking a week to do it because, yeah, first day I'd do 5 hours,
uh
find somewhere to stay, and then I might want to just do 3 hours the next day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna need some rest in between. I think. Okay, Liechtenstein, 17 hours. How'd you figure this out?
Remember a while ago when we were looking up to see like the countries in Europe, how small they were compared to the states in the US, and I wanted to see how much bigger than Rhode Island Liechtenstein was. I think it was then
Okay.
that I like looked it up.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, what about the barefoot hiking? You think you want to do that in the summer?
No, I gotta
Okay.
start my
I don't
drive.
think I'll do it again, but I am thinking about trying to get the shoes that you were telling me to get. Yeah, I think there's so many good spots. Okay, hiking across Liechtenstein. Okay. It's so funny because when I was younger, you
Hmm.
know, a, a lot of people didn't go straight into college.
Yeah.
People who had money
Uh-huh.
would say, I'm going to hike across Europe.
Yeah.
Well, you can't think about that, like what we now know.
Yeah.
And I kind of wonder what they meant by that, hike across Europe.
Well, like
You
probably like
mean,
backpacking.
I understand backpacking, but across Europe in the summer?
I mean,
I mean, obviously they, took some transportation and stayed places because, like you can't just camp in Switzerland. It's illegal.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know about other countries in Europe, but I know in Switzerland you can't just camp. I mean, people will run you out. They'll steal your tent and
That's
you know,
like what, because you can like hike and then also
right.
take the train back to
Yeah,
wherever.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to camp in
Like
Switzerland.
that's probably what it means. It's like they hiked different parts of Europe, but they still took the train and
Yeah, I can get that, but you know me, when somebody says something, I take the words literally,
yeah, you
and I have a hard time with, I always had a hard time with that, but Anyway, I mean, I knew a couple people that graduated before me that hiked across Europe. I don't know where all they went, but there's lots of hostels to stay in. I mean, we saw that one down the path when we were in Liechtenstein,
Mhm.
the path to the hostel. So,
There's one
uh,
in
where?
Zermatt.
Yeah, there's also one in Solothurn.
Mhm.
Yep, and in the Zurich, near Zurich, probably many near Zurich, Lucerne. There's, of course, Interlaken. There's
Mhm.
that big youth. That one looks really nice.
Mhm.
You know, but there's lots of places to stay. I don't know, but I just don't know how people kind of make the plans. They
Yeah.
had to have somebody that went before them that has given them some, information about that. But I tell you what, it's a lot of fun. I've never had a problem getting water to refill my pack with water.
Mhm.
Um, and never had, now I don't steal fruit, but I have picked up an apple that has fallen off over the fence line
Yeah.
and kind of washed it off and eaten it. But it was already on the ground and it was not on the property. So
Mhm.
no, but yeah, so it's kind of, you just get there's just, I always take a Kagi. I mean, I don't know. And it was so funny because we had not heard of the Kagi. And when Corey and Katie came to visit the first time your dad's family came to visit
Mhm.
in 2019, Corey and Katie were sitting there talking to us and they said, "Do you take a Kagi every time you go hiking?" And we were like, "What's a Kagi?" He said, "Well, I don't know. We saw a commercial and supposedly the hikers take the Kagi." So we started taking a Kagi after that. And from then we've never gone too many hikes without one.
Yeah.
We, it's which is so funny. So y'all didn't take a Kagi yesterday? Are
No,
there any left there? Or
I
we
don't
need
think.
to eat them up. Check the place where the Kagis normally are, and we need to eat those up because they'll go bad.
No.
So, and they're good. I mean, it's peanut butter and chocolate
Yeah.
with a cookie. So
Mhm.
I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check to see if the Kagis are because I eat them up. Don't save those till I get there because then they won't be no good. But yeah, so next time you have to make sure you pack your Kagi.
Yeah.
Dried fruit. We always take ginger. Ginger with our whiskey. We like ginger with the whiskey.
I'm a big fan of
And I
ginger.
tell you what, it's so funny because Chris Mitten likes it when we take the whiskey. When we went to see the buffalo, we had whiskey and he did not bring his. And so I had to pack him a flask.
I think when you guys were here, I had like a glass of scotch by myself. I was like, "Oh, I want to do it. Like, I want to have a glass of scotch and see
Good
if."
for you. I don't mind if you drink it.
Yeah, it was the Icelandic one. I think I didn't try your fancy.
Okay. It's good. It's really smooth.
But I have it.
It's good.
I during my break, I might be here by myself again because Dad might have to go to RTP
Mhm.
for Biogen, and it's like around the time that I have my break. I think is when he thinks he'll be going because he said
I
in
know.
about two
It's too
weeks.
bad you can't come along.
Yeah, but what would I do?
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
want
know. I really don't know what you would do.
I'd
So
rather stay
it's
here.
okay. I don't blame you.
I'll try and
I
like actually go do stuff this time.
Yeah. Okay, good. What about travel pass? Dad got you a GA or what's he
No,
gonna do? Okay. Did he cancel mine?
I
He's
don't know.
not told me.
He hasn't told me either, so
Okay. I'm sure he has. That's money. So yeah, I'm sure he's canceled that. It's okay. Well, I'm glad y'all had fun. Glad you had a good lunch.
yep.
And I'm glad that you're thinking about doing some more hiking when I get there. You
Yep.
know, I think that okay. I think that'll be good. Well, listeners, we hope you enjoyed the conversation.
We'll be back next week with a new bottle of wine and a new topic. In the meantime, if you want to join the conversation, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Wine Together Pod.